Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Valeria and I'm an intuitive reader who loves to spread messages of positivity and empowerment through my readings. I also love to inspire people to create the life that they desire to have and to create the version of reality that they want to live in. And this video is going to be totally in line with that because we are going to have a look at how you are going to feel once your wish gets fulfilled, once you get what you desire, or once your manifestation comes true. So we're going to look at how you will feel, what you will think, and these are basically going to be messages from your future self. So what we are going to discuss here in this reading is already like the most probable future that you're going to see about your wish being fulfilled. So in this way, I intend this reading to help inspire or motivate those of you who need that to truly believe in manifesting their dream or their wish or getting what it is that they desire, and also just as a confirmation or a reassurance for those of you who need that. So we're going to look at how you are going to feel, but there is a chance that other people's energies will also come through, because I wanted to include that as well, how other people are going to view you once you have what it is that you desire. And since this is a general reading, we will look at many different kinds of things, career, love, personal development. Maybe it's something a little bit more personal. So please, during this reading, remember to only take what resonates for you. If you hear something that does not resonate for you or you don't like, just remember that this is first of all a general reading, so there might be messages who simply do not resonate for you, and that this is still a pick a card or prediction that only predicts the most likely outcome. So even if you hear something that is not exactly the outcome that you wish to have, use it as a way to be aware of what you are attracting and what you are manifesting. So with that all being said, let's introduce the piles for today. We have 4 piles to choose from. I already pre-shuffled all the oracle cards. So here for pile number 1, we have the card Soulmate with the Citrine crystal. For pile number 2, we have the word childish. You're probably not going to be able to read it because it's in yellow, but it says childish, and the rose quartz is also coupled to this pile. Pile number 2. For pile number 3, we have Sagittarius and we have the green Adventurine. And for pile number 4, we have Confident. Again, it's written in yellow, so you can't really read it, but it says Confident, and we have the Angel Aura Quartz for pile number 4. So you can pause the video if you need to meditate on the cards or on the crystals, or do whatever it is that you usually do. Just take your time. Once you have selected your pile, you can skip to your reading using the timestamps I will provide for you down below. And once you have done so, I will see you in your reading. Hello there, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose these cards with the Citrine crystal, and your card says Soulmate. And as I was pre-shuffling your oracle cards, I heard the word crush, and then this Soulmate card came out. So it's very likely that for most of you, your wish or manifestation is related to love and to a soulmate or twin flame or ultimate life partner, whatever you desire to label it. Maybe you don't really require a label, so fit it to your situation. So let's put these aside and have a look at your tarot cards first to see not only what this is about, but also what it's going to feel like for you guys, because that's the main focus of the reading of today. So how is pile number 1 going to feel like once they get what they are wishing for? For pile number 1, how are they going to feel like? Let's see, our first card is the 10 of Voices, and I am immediately drawn to the woman here in the picture. You see how she has her hand like kind of on her forehead or on her head, and it's almost as if she's fainting. That's the kind of image it's giving me. She's like, oh my god, this is so amazing, this is so fantastic. So the moment that your wish is going to be fulfilled, first of all, you are going to be like, oh my god, I cannot believe it, this is so amazing. Maybe you will get lightheaded, maybe you will almost faint, maybe for those of you who have experienced that before. You're going to be like, oh my god, this can be happening, this can be real. It's going to feel unreal. It's going to feel as if you are dreaming, as if you're in a dream and it's happening. So for a moment you will feel very disconnected to reality, to your reality, and it will feel like you're floating in the air. And this wish being fulfilled is probably also going to bring a lot of changes into your life, and especially a lot of endings, because the 10 of Swords is about endings, about changes and transformation. Let's see what we have next. It's the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles, it does also remind me of a home or a house relocating. So that might be related to your wish might be related to that you find the perfect home for you, or you really want to move to a certain place, or you want to move in with someone. Could be for others of you, it could represent the commitment that you want with this crush or soulmate that we were talking about before. But even if it's about a house, it's still about that energy of commitment. You want some kind of stability in your life. So you want a committed relationship, you want a home for yourself. Maybe you're looking for a job or a way, certain source of income that's going to make you feel stable and established. So that could be what your wish is related to. So again, if that's the case, this is definitely indicating that again it's going to come true. And what I'm picking up is that for most of you, it has really been a dream. You've really been seeing it as a dream and maybe not really attaching a lot to it. So not really think that a lot is dependent on it, right? It's not like, oh, I have to have this kind of job, I have to have this house, I have to be in a relationship with this person, otherwise I am not going to be okay. It's not like that. So that's probably as well why the 10 of Swords is giving me this energy that is like, oh my god, this can be real, this can be happening, because you didn't really expect it to happen, or it's going to be very unrealistic. It might come to you in an unexpected way that seems very unrealistic or impossible to your conscious mind, and your future self is telling you that yes, it is going to happen. So it's reassuring you, yes, pile number 1, it has happened. I am here to tell you that. It's really funny how your future self kind of butted in there. Yes, it's true. It's true, believe it. I'm here telling you it. So the 4 of Pentacles here is also telling you to not put too much focus on, like, let me rephrase that. This card is telling you to still stay open-minded. For those of you who are, then that is just like a confirmation of you're doing it right. But this card is telling you stay open-minded about how this wish is going to be fulfilled, or how this job or this person is going to come to you. And also leave room for expecting or believing that something bigger and something better could still happen. Like that 10 of Swords is telling you it can be so life-changing and so big and so amazing that it feels unrealistic. So leave room for believing that what you will receive will be what you desire and even better. So you can use this as an affirmation as well. I also love to use that as an affirmation for myself when I'm manifesting something, that whatever you desire will come to you, and it will exceed your expectations. It will be even better than you expected. So leave room for yourself to believe that it's going to turn out even better than you expect, and that your conscious mind simply cannot entirely comprehend what is going to happen and how it is going to happen. What else do we have for pile number 1? We have the 7 of Materials. That's beautiful. This card is saying that you either have been working very, very hard on this, or very long, or that at least your hard work is paying off. Because there is this woman, to me she's like watering these plants, and she started here all the way in the back at that flower, and now she's almost at the front. I don't believe she's actually holding a watering can, but that it's always like this imagery reminds me of that. So you either already had a long way behind you, you already walked a long path, and you had to do multiple things to arrive where you are now, and all your hard work is going to be paying off, especially if it's related to something material like money, finances, but also career, a job. Again, a house could also be possible, especially for those of you who have been investing or have been doing something with your business, or have been wanting to start a business. This is a very favorable card telling you to just keep going, because your hard work is going to pay off. Even if your wish is not related to those things I previously mentioned, still the message here is for you, keep going, because your hard work is going to pay off. And then maybe it's not related to material things, but you're definitely going to be blessed in the material department. And I mean, even a relationship with someone is also a material, kind of a material manifestation, right? So this card is telling you to keep going, stay in the vibration of receiving, that anything is possible, and it could turn out even better than you ever expected. This is what your future self is telling you, that it's going to be better than you expected. So stay open to receiving whatever comes your way, basically. Let's see what else. How else is pile number 1 going to feel, or what are they going to think once they receive what it is that they desire? What else is there for pile number 1? We have the 5 of Pentacles. So those are a lot of pentacles, a lot of earth energy here. You might be like a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, like Sun, Moon, Rising, or you're very tuned into the energy of like the earth elements. What this could also indicate is that your wish is going to come true in Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn season, or that a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn is involved in this as well, in case this does involve another person. So that might be confirmation for some of you guys, but if that doesn't resonate, you can leave that message just like that, and don't worry about it. Let's see, with the 5 of Pentacles, what else I'm seeing is there is this woman sleeping outside, and you're probably also familiar with how the 5 of Pentacles looks in the Rider-Waite Tarot. There are 2 people who are left out in the cold, in the snow, they're abandoned, they're lonely, you know, they're also not in a state to really take care of themselves. And that is kind of represented here in this card as well with this woman. She's lying outside, but what this card here has is there's a golden hand. So I kind of see that as the hand of the universe or God or your higher self or spirit guides. You know, kind of depends what you resonate with the most. But there is this protective hand that even though right now you feel like you are left out in the cold, maybe your person ghosted you, maybe you didn't receive the job that you wanted to, or maybe the application for a house got rejected, something like that. Maybe you're feeling a little bit sad or abandoned or rejected because of that, but there is this hand of source that is protecting you. And even though you might have been rejected or you did not get what you want, you are still protected. And I think in this case it also counts for you that rejection is divine protection. So in this case, in your case, I'm really feeling that, and that whatever you wish to have before is actually not the right thing for you. There's something better out there, and that might actually be related to what I was saying before, that you should keep an open mind, right? So maybe you currently have an idea of what it is that you want, but there's actually something that's much better out there. So if you indeed feel like you're not getting what you want, or the universe is not giving you what you want, or you got rejected by something or someone, know that there is something much better out there. And again here, this 10 of Swords is telling you that once you receive it, like I said, it will feel so unreal. You will be like flabbergasted. You will think it's amazing. You never expected this. So that might resonate for some of you guys as well, that the things that you got rejected by simply were not at your level, and you deserve something better and something more. And this 7 of Pentacles is then also telling you to keep going for a little bit longer, because you thought you were at the end of the line already. And it's funny because these lines kind of remind me of a finish line. So you thought you were at that finish line already, but you're almost there. Like, she only has to take 2 more steps. So you thought you were there yet, but you weren't. And once you cross that finish line, you're going to realize that what you did receive is actually much better than what you got rejected from. So regardless of your situation, you are protected by angels, spirit guides, universe, source, and they are making sure that you only receive what's best for you. What else is there for pile number 1? How are they going to feel once they receive what it is that they want? Let's see, we have the Fool card, and that's beautiful. Yeah, that kind of goes in line with what I was saying before, that once you cross that finish line, you're going to realize that you ended up at a better place or with a better person than you initially desired, right? It's like you're taking these final steps to what you are meant to have, and these final steps are like, they might include, like I said, some rejection or you struggling with something a little bit, but that's there for a purpose, that's there for a reason. It's to help you achieve even more than you thought you were gonna have. You thought you were already at your 100%, but you were only at 80%, and you can still achieve more, you can still have more, and you can receive more. Something better is out there waiting for you. Especially if it comes to job opportunities, the Fool card here is telling me to not settle for anything less than what you deserve. You don't have to sacrifice anything, you don't have to compromise. There are going to be job opportunities that are going to be exactly right for you, and you are going to run into them once you move on from whatever it is that you got rejected from, whether that is like an actual thing or person, or maybe it's a mindset or a way of thinking. Maybe you believe that you don't deserve more, and that's what's keeping you kind of in the Five of Pentacles energy. But the Fool card here as well is telling you to go that extra mile. Keep going just for a little bit longer, because you're going to hear, that's what this point in this card here is representing. You're going to find some kind of opportunities, or like I can't really define what it is, if it's like a person or, like I said, a job opportunity. But it's some kind of energy that's very welcoming and that's at your level. So I guess that also kind of depends on what you are looking for and what you are asking for. But whatever is coming your way is going to be at your level. It's going to match your vibration, and it's going to support you to grow even more and to achieve even more. So again, that depends on what you are asking for. If we're talking about career, then it's quite obvious, like you're going to find some kind of opportunity, or like maybe you're going to make a connection with someone who is going to help you find the job that suits for you the best, and you are going to be able to be promoted in that job and get bonuses and grow and things like that. So fit it to your situation. So it's going to be something like this. And you're going to find something that's going to make you grow even more, or you're going to find a person who is going to help you grow. And whatever you have experienced in the past that you got rejected from, it's simply it wasn't for you. And it does not mean that you were wrong or that you made a mistake. It does not mean that the other party was wrong or made a mistake, but you simply weren't meant for each other, or you only were meant to last for a certain while, and now you are allowed to move on to something bigger and something greater, because you deserve it. After this whole path that you walked here in the Seven of Pentacles, you deserve something better. You're at the next level. You're going to move on to the next chapter, and you're going to be receiving blessings in this chapter as well. Let's have one last tarot card and then move on to our oracle cards. I think, or actually what I'm feeling is that you're going to feel very fulfilled once you get your wish. Oh yeah. Look, we have the Two of Cups. So that is a beautiful card to end this tarot spread with. And at the back of the deck we have the Seven of Inspiration. So I love the depiction on this card. There's this girl who is like creating this window towards this sunset or sunrise, this beautiful sky, while she is like pulling all this blackness, all this darkness out of the way. So even though she might have been in the darkness, she's now opening up a window and using her strength, her courage, and her skills. She's keeping that window open, and one day it's going to expand even more and more and more, so that blessings can be received, so that you can receive your blessings. And here with the Two of Cups, again, that's the soulmate card. So again, if you are looking for a soulmate, you are going to connect with someone, you're going to match with someone that's going to feel like your soulmate and your twin flame, or whatever it is that you were looking for. Again, this card is also telling you that like there is this beautiful sky on the other hand of this, or on the other side of this, and you just need to hold on a little longer, because right now you might be in this darkness, in this blackness, and you're not really seeing where you're going. And it's funny that in the Seven of Pentacles, she also emerges from this circle of darkness and of stars, and then here at the forefront we have all these flowers, right? So you are stepping into the light at the end of the tunnel. You're stepping into the light, you're stepping into that vibration that serves you and that is going to bless you even more. Let's see, yes, with the Two of Cups, emotional fulfillment, maybe with a specific person, like I said before, but this could also be related to a job, a house you live in, Maybe it's just relationships in general. Maybe it's about healing something from the past, you know, fit it to your situation and only take what resonates. But feel free to claim like any or all like messages in this reading if you want to. Because your future self is telling you that everything is going to be alright. Your hard work is going to be paying off. You're going to find something or someone that matches you in your vibration as well. And your future self is asking you to keep going for just a little bit longer. Like, it's not that long anymore. You're going to get there soon. I also noticed that we have 2 7s. So 7 might be a significant number for you. Could be your life path number. Maybe you were born on the 7th day or in the 7th month. 7 is also the most spiritual, high vibrational number of all the numbers. So it's related to spirituality, to source and such. Maybe you are very connected to a certain angel, like Archangel Michael came to mind, or a certain god or goddess that you connect to or that you worship. So they are watching over you. And again, if you just feel connected to universe or source or spirit as a whole, or God, that is also what's indicating it there for you. So it's indicating your connection to the spiritual and to the astral realm, basically. And it's also indicating the connection that you have with your soulmate. So for those of you who resonate with that, you have a connection with your soulmate, you have a telepathic connection, and you know they are the one once you meet them. You might have heard that before, you know, it's something that a lot of readers say, but definitely once you find something that's yours, that's meant to be yours, you will feel it, you will notice it. Alright, so let's have a look at your oracle cards now. So we have 2 Moonology cards because 2 came out. We first of all have expect powerful change, right? New moon eclipse. And we have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So Gemini also with these 2 phases here, again, could indicate twin flame, soulmate. So if that is, again, your story, take that as a confirmation. Again, expect powerful change is kind of just summarizing what I've been saying as well. There's going to be like a powerful change, a powerful transformation or something new coming into your life that is quite unexpected, because you also could not see, you know, what it was. It's going to be unexpected because you never thought that you would have something like this, and in you allowing yourself to receive, this is going to happen sooner than later. With communication as key, you are also, well, it could first of all again indicate your telepathic connection with your soulmate, or maybe your communication with like the light beings I mentioned before, like gods, goddesses, angels. And it's also asking you to be honest with yourself, because I found that being honest with yourself is the quickest way towards getting what you want. And there might even be more like positive side effects or more blessings coming in because of that. So staying honest and staying true to yourself is what is being advised to you. If you're already doing that, then, well, congratulations, pal number 1, you're doing an amazing job. Or otherwise, this is just kind of a side note. Remember to be honest with yourself, because even if you try, you can't really lie to yourself. So just be honest with yourself, communicate with yourself. Maybe you feel like you need to share your feelings with someone. You need to tell them what you really think about them. Could also be a message for some of you. But expect very big changes, very powerful change to happen. It's going to come. And yeah, let's move on to the next card before I'm going to repeat myself too much. So we have Lady Nada, Heart awakening, awakening to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. And look at all the flowers here, all the roses. These cards are also like overflowing with roses. So yes, rose represents the heart chakra. It represents love. Maybe you feel very connected to roses or to flowers in general. I also decided to put these flowers here. They're fake, so I don't know what kind of, well, type of flower they're supposed to represent, but you know, it's another synchronicity here. And this card is asking you to stay open to receiving. That's also a message that your future self has for you. Be open to receive and continue to do that, and you will continue to receive what is meant for you as well. It's really important for you. They're really stressing that, to stay open for receiving. Once you get your wish fulfilled, once you get what you want, there is definitely some love involved in here. So even if this is not related to romantic love, I still see that you are going to be filled with love about whatever it is that you are doing or what it is that you received. There's going to be so much love and satisfaction and fulfillment in your life. You will feel so grateful for everything that you have, and you will continue to practice that gratitude as well, like I said before, to continue to receive those blessings, because you're also staying in the vibration of receiving. Once you have your wish fulfilled, what I'm also seeing is that you're going to be giving to other people in some kind of way. So maybe if you are trying to manifest a lot of money, or a job that's going to give you a lot of money, or some kind of success, I see that you will be sharing in your wealth, you will be sharing your success with other people, you might be sharing your resources or your connections. If this is about a specific person, you might be moving in with that person, you might be spending more time with that person. So I see that once you receive what it is that you want, you're also going to give to others, which is going to further raise your vibration, of course, because you give and receive in balance. And I think that there is a lesson in love that you will also realize once your wish gets fulfilled. There's, like I said, there's something about love. You will have some kind of awakening to love, or a realization about love, a lesson about love. So let's have a look at our last card for this reading, which is Threefold Protection with number 41. And I was talking about protection before as well, right? So you have threefold protection. So there might be three beings who are protecting you. You might be using multiple different ways to protect yourself. Maybe you're using spell work, or amulets, or sigils, prayers, things like that you use to protect yourself. You might actually be using water, or connecting to mermaids or other beings to protect yourself. And you are being congratulated as well for doing that, for protecting yourself so much, and for caring yourself, and for caring about yourself. I feel like the water is also what protects you, so you might also be a water element, like what are the ones? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. You might be one of those three. And the water has some kind of protective and cleansing effect on you. And since in this card we are seeing some kind of warrior mermaid, what I'm reminded of again is that once you get your wish fulfilled, you will be helping others as well. You will be giving to others. You will not only be receiving, but you will be giving as well. Maybe you are already doing that, but if that is the case, then in the future you will be able to do that like on a bigger scale, or you will be able to give more because you're receiving more as well. Now I want to pull a little bit more of these cards over here just for some additional messages. So I won't interpret them too much, so just, you know, take whatever resonates from these messages. Let's just have a couple of them. These might talk about your wish, your manifestation, anything related to that, or how you might feel. So let's see what we have here. We have insecure, first of all. So you might be letting go of your insecurities. We have Cancer, so again, a water sign, which I mentioned before. You might be a Cancer. Cancer season might be important for you, or you're just connected to water a lot. We have spirit guides, so again, a lot of spirit guides, angels, protective energies here in your reading. And we have X, so it could be related to an ex, rejection that I talked about before. Another message I'm picking up here is that you might need to communicate clearly with your ex. Maybe you need to tell them it's really done between us, it's really over, I don't want anything to do with you. Or maybe you need to seek some kind of closure with them, so maybe there's something you want to say to them. If you do not have the desire to talk to them, what this message could also mean is that you should try to seek closure within yourself, within this chapter of your life. So that was a specific message that came through. I also noticed we have two cards in yellow, and we have the citrine crystal, which is also yellow. So yellow could be your aura color, it could be just your favorite color. It's connected to the solar plexus, so that's related to self, related to ego. So I think what that is telling you is to focus on yourself. It's not to say that you should only focus on yourself, but remember to think of yourself, right? Remember to think about or to feel how you are feeling, and to do something for yourself instead of always doing something for someone else. So that is everything I'm seeing for you guys, pile number one. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this reading and you liked it as well. In case you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and perhaps we will see each other in the next video. Bye guys! Hello there, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You chose these cards with the rose quartz and with childish. Now the first message I was picking up already with this childish card is that for some of you, you might put like a lot of focus, or you're really attached to the outcome of whatever it is that you're wishing for, you're trying to manifest. It feels like you're a bit worried or concerned and trying to control the outcome a little bit too much. If that sounds like your story, don't worry about it, because we're going to get deeper into it as well. But what this childish card is telling you, to look at your situation and your wish as if you were a child, with like a childlike mind. How would a child go about wishing for something they desire? Because what a child does is they wish for something and they probably just forget about it and not think about it anymore and not stress about it anymore, and then their wish is going to get fulfilled. So this card is asking you to look at your manifestation or your wish with a childlike mind and a childlike way of thinking, just to help you out a little bit. So that was a specific message for some of you, or maybe most of you resonate with that. So let's have a look at our tarot cards now, about how pile number two is going to feel once their wish gets fulfilled. Pile number two. Your wish might actually have to do with children. Maybe you want to have a child, maybe you want to get pregnant or adopt. Could also be related to animals. Maybe you want to adopt a pet, or you want to work with children in some kind of way. Let's see, our first card is the Page of Inspiration. Look, this is how you're going to feel once you get your wish fulfilled. You will feel very much connected to your higher self and to Source, and also to your earth life, like your reality on earth. You are going to feel very much connected to both. It feels like after you get your desire, you will feel like, or you will have some kind of epiphany of like, oh, this is how you are supposed to manifest, or this is how easy it can be. This is how much I can ask for. This is how easy it is, and how unlimited it is what I can ask for, right? So you're having some kind of epiphany that you now have an uninhibited connection to Source, like an unblocked or an unlocked connection to Source and to your higher self, and you're seeing your true potential of what you can create as a human being. So likely you will start to manifest more and more and faster than you ever did before once you get this manifestation. And at the same time, you are so very much connected to the earth, and you're grounded, and you're connected to you as a human being and you as a body, that it will be very easy for you to also bring that manifestation in and bring that wish into your life. And because there are two black cats here, maybe you will work in a certain way using magic, using spells, potions, anything that might be related to witchcraft or Wicca, but it does not have to be necessarily. But you're finding some kind of way to manifest that works very well for you, because you realize, oh, this is how manifestation works, this is how I can do it. So you're using that way or that method of manifestation to get even more what it is that you want. And it looks like after this you're going to be asking for more and more and more, because it's like this door has opened, like here in the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Inspiration. It's like you're opening a door that first there was something you didn't see, right? You were in the darkness. You felt like you were in the dark and you couldn't see what was out there, but then suddenly this light switched on and you're seeing like, oh, that's the way I'm supposed to go. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. And the Seven of Wands to me also talks about perseverance and holding on and fighting for what it is that you believe in and what it is that you want. So your perseverance is going to get you there. There might be people around you who are telling you that it's impossible to get what it is that you want, or that it's going to require a lot of hard work or a lot of time, and you're going to prove all of them wrong. You're not going to you're not going to let that pressure get to you, right? You're not going to let that stop you, and you're going to create something that you desire, obviously. And again, this star in the middle is reminding me of the direct connection to that energy of creation, you know, of the God source and creation force. You're going to be connected to that directly. So even if you have one single vision in your mind, it's already going to manifest. And because you have so much faith in this is how manifestation works, or this is how the universe works, it's going to come without resistance. So maybe you're actually manifesting this, that you're manifesting that manifesting is easy for you, or it could be related to something else. But this is definitely what I'm seeing, and I think that also works quite well with the story I was talking about before with the childish card, that maybe right now you're thinking too difficult about it. You're thinking like an adult whose brain or whose mind has been influenced by what other people say and what the society thinks and what you think you should do and such. And it seems that in the future, or once you get your wish fulfilled, you will be letting go of all of that, and you will be like a child that is just creating stuff for the fun of it. Not because you have to have it, not because that outcome is going to make you feel better, or you believe that the outcome is going to make you feel better and more respected or more successful or whatever, but you're doing it because you love it. You're doing it for the fun of it. And it is honestly as if you're a child who is creating something, is manifesting something. So that's very beautiful. Let's see what else for pile number 2. We have the Ace of Inspiration, and it's kind of a similar imagery here with like the colors going into her head and then going down. They're going in and out. It looks like you will be having a lot of downloads in the future as well. And also you might be a channeler or use your intuition a lot to, you trust your intuition a lot. Or this is something that you're going to grow into. Could be as well. If you are a channeler, then it's also likely that your channeling abilities will be even better. Because again, I'm seeing that direct connection with source. And there also are a lot of red, orange, and yellow colors here. So those colors represent the lower chakras, the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra. So again, that's confirmation that you are also very connected to the earth. You're very grounded. And you're able to inspire people with that as well, is what I'm seeing. Another thing here is that, well, I mentioned downloads before, but I see that you will have a lot of bright ideas. So that kind of depends on maybe like the kind of job that you have. Maybe you have interesting ideas related to your job, related to a project that you have, related to some kind of creativity. So fit that to your situation. And once this wish of yours is fulfilled, like I said, this connection to source and to the creator energies are going to be even stronger than they were before. And you might actually also start channeling for other people, is what I'm seeing, because I'm seeing you using your abilities also for the good of other people. Maybe not directly, or maybe you do directly help people, so it could be both of those. Let's see what we have next. Another card for pile number 2. We have the 9 of Pentacles, so that's really great. You're going to be showered in blessings, and these blessings are going to come from you. That might sound very strange, but what I'm picking up is that you will be so connected to source that like in this card, this girl is receiving the blessings from the hand that's at the top, and you are both the girl in this picture and the hand. So you're the one who is being blessed, and you're the one who is giving out the blessings. So you are so connected to source that you feel like you are giving yourself those blessings. And maybe that is your shortcut to manifesting, that you believe that you are that creator energy, and if you wish to give it to something to yourself, then you're gonna have it because you are connected, or you are that creator energy. That might be your way of manifesting, right? It might be your the way that you are going to make manifesting more efficient and faster for you. So it's going to feel like you are giving yourself those blessings, and there's not really any person, like there's no middleman, right? There's no person in the middle who is like then considering like, are these blessings good for you? Or it's not like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like there's no there's no one or nothing in between that, because you are the one giving you your blessings. This might actually also represent your higher self, that you're very connected to your higher self, or like you integrated a higher part of you, like a more aware part of you around this time that you welcome this wish into your life. So because you feel so integrated with your higher self and you feel so connected to source, that is what's going to make manifesting easier. And again, you're going to feel blessed, you're going to feel satisfied and happy. Nine of Pentacles also talks about self-worth, self-respect, but also about entrepreneurship. So you might be starting a business, you might already have a business. If that's the case, your business is going to be flourishing basically because you are flourishing. And I talked about this in my previous pick a card as well, what makes you successful, or everything that makes you successful, that your successes come from yourself. You are the source of your success. And that's the case for you here as well, because you respect yourself that much, because you are so worthy, you feel like you are so worthy, and you believe that. That is why you're also going to attract success within your business, and you are going to create a successful and respectful or respected business as well, simply because that's already the energy that you embody. Alright, what else is there for pile 2? Oh, and you will likely also just feel like you succeeded. You will feel achieved. You will feel happy. Right? Because that's what the Nine of Pentacles also talks about. You will feel accomplished. Let's see, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles talks to me about a work in progress. And we actually have 2 sevens. And this card, well, both of these cards also came out in pile number 1, so that's interesting as well. It's something related to your success. It feels like the moment that you have your success, you're going to want something else, and you're going to want something bigger, and you're going to want something more, or you're going to want to try to manifest what you've never done before, or what you thought was impossible before. It's kind of like you're experimenting in a way, seeing how far can I go, how much can I try out, how much can I ask for. And this might be an energy that you are currently in, and that is how you are going to get to that point of manifesting your wish and realizing what kind of method of manifestation works best for you. And I just see you that, you know, no matter what happens, no matter whether your manifestation is a success or not, you're just gonna keep going, and you're gonna move on to the next thing, and then you're gonna move on to the next thing, and then you're gonna try out something new, and then you keep going. And I'm being reminded of a song by Banks. I believe it's called Spirit. I'm not sure. I will link it in the description box down below in case you're interested. And the lyric that I was reminded of is, there's something about the struggle that makes me want to get back up. So it's like each time that you accomplish something, or each time it seems like you failed, although I don't truly believe in failure, but each time you struggle, or each time you fail, or even each time you succeed, you just get back up and you do it again, and you try it again, and you don't give up, basically. So it really seems like you're on this endless, infinite line of creating new things. And I'm not sensing in any kind of way that you are at the risk of being burnt out. Maybe that's because you have that under control already, and because you're aware of that. So I just wanted to say that as well. I'm not sensing that you're doing too much or that you can get burned out. So I guess that you're doing exactly the right thing, that you know what you're doing. And that's so beautiful. Let's have one last tarot card before we move on to our oracle cards. For pile number 2, what would it feel like once they get that wish fulfilled? I'm actually receiving the message that for some of you, or maybe for all of you, you're not really wishing for anything in particular. You're just living your life and you're attracting what you are a match to, right? So maybe there's not something in specific that you're manifesting. And that's why the energy is also coming through like this. The next card we have is the 9 of Voices, the 9 of Swords. So in this card we see people sleeping, people with their eyes closed. So you might be manifesting while you are dreaming. You're manifesting while you're dreaming, or maybe when you're in meditation. And I mentioned visualization before as well. So you're probably very good at visualizing what it is that you want and then manifesting that, and then, you know, realizing your manifestation. What I'm also seeing here, that while you sleep, you might go to different places. You know, you might be doing some astral travel, and you're connecting to people as well. Maybe you're connecting to certain members of your soul family. Maybe you're looking out for people that you love while you are in the astral realm, while you're traveling. You're checking up on people, you're checking up on places. And there is something about this, that this is helping you manifest. So maybe you see your manifestations, or you see your wish come true in your dreams. Or maybe you are able to have those lucid dreams when you realize that you are having a dream and you can influence that dream. And that way you're manifesting. But there's something about your dreams, or when you are in a meditative state, that helps you manifest as well. And if you're looking for answers about manifestation, or about something related to your manifestation or your wish, you can also ask your spirit guides or angels to show you in your dreams, or while you are in a meditative state as well. So let's move on to the oracle cards now. Oh, I actually earlier received the message that they wanted me to first look at these cards before I go on to the oracle cards. So let's do that first. So I'm just going to pull a couple of these cards and see what comes out. So these could be related to your manifestation or your wish, or how you are going to feel once you receive that manifestation. Let's see, this one wants to come as well. Let's start here. We have people person. You might be a people person. You love helping people. We have successful. So that's another confirmation that you are going to attract success. You're going to be successful. If your wish is related to some kind of success, then yes, again, you're going to receive that, and you're also going to feel like you are successful, which is going to help you arrive to that point of stillness that the Ace of Inspiration, the Ace of Wands, also represents. That you have an idea, you see it in your mind, and then you bring it into reality. We also have obsessed. It's written in yellow, so it's not that visible. So obsessed might be about what I was talking about before in the very beginning of this reading, that maybe you're holding on too tight to your manifestation or to your wish, and you might be too obsessed about it or too controlling. So that could be a message for those of you who resonated with the earlier message as well. Next up we have selfless. a people person and selfless. What this card is telling me, and I don't think that selfless is the right word, but it's probably because there wasn't a correct word in this pile of cards. But the energy I'm getting for this is it's more like unconditional rather than selfless. It's about giving to other people without expecting to receive anything in return, and to also give because you want to and not because you have to, not because it makes you feel better. So in that way it's kind of unconditional. But the way that I'm also picking this up is that you don't even think twice about it. It's not that you are very conscious about, oh, let me just give this person some money because I think they can use it, or let me pay for this dinner because I know this person will like it. It's more of an inspired action that's happening. So it's not even really an action that you think about. It's really not an act of like unconditional love or unconditional a friendship or whatever, or caring. It's really it's as if you're in this flow of giving to people, and of course you're not expecting anything back because you're not thinking about it as if you are given a gift, right? It's not conditional. It's not that you expect something in return, or you expect to be praised by it, or that other people are like, oh my god, pile number 2 is so selfless and they're so great with people and they're so successful. No, that's not why you do it. That's what I'm picking up with this card here. Next up we have Lover. So you might desire to be successful in the love department, whether that is related to a committed relationship or you just having fun and having the time of your life. And we have Spirit Guide. So there are spirit guides with you here as well. You might be communicating with your spirit guides in your dreams. And again, like I said before, there's some very strong connection that you have to Source and to the astral realm. Another message I picked up here is that likely, in case this wish of yours is related to a person, whether that is a lover or a friend or a family member, I'm seeing that, that happens. I've heard of it before. I mean, that your higher self is the spirit guide of this person that you love, and the higher self of the person that you love is your spirit guide. So that could be for some of you, especially if you feel very close to someone and you can tell them everything. You feel this unconditional love for them and you just want to give to them without really thinking. It's likely that you are each other's spirit guide. So now let's finally move on to our oracle cards. First of all, we have look at the bigger picture with full moon in Sagittarius. So this is about chasing after your dreams. This card is telling you that to achieve your dreams and to have your wish fulfilled, you need to have this laser focus on what it is that you want. Focus your intentions and your desire like an arrow, just like in this picture, and point with like your desire at what it is that you desire. That sounds a little bit weird, but focus your energy and aim your energy on that wish and on that desire, and don't lose focus. Don't waver. Keep that focus there. And another message I'm getting here is that this wish or dream or manifestation of yours might take a little bit longer it might require some more steps. It's like a long-term commitment for some of you guys. Maybe you're dreaming of something very big, of becoming very successful, and this card is telling you to take it step by step. This is a long-term commitment, and that's why it's saying look at the bigger picture. This is not going to be a short-term outcome. It's something that you will be investing in on the long term. So that might resonate with some of you, and for others of you it might not resonate. I definitely feel that this is going to be a long-term commitment, but I am not going to say that that definitely means that it's going to take a long time before this wish is fulfilled. Because honestly, if you live in the present moment and you believe that what you wish for is yours, you're not going to even feel like time is passing. So it does not matter how long it's going to take before your desire is going to come to you. So don't get caught up in those kind of details of how long it's going to take before your wish is fulfilled. But like the message that is strongly coming through is that this is going to be a long-term commitment, and that you should look at it from the bigger picture. Maybe for your wish, it's actually better that it's going to come later rather than sooner. So consider that maybe if that resonates with you. As our next card, we have Seraphis Bay with Ascension. Move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. And yes, yes, yes. Like I said before, you're integrating a higher part of yourself, and you're becoming more aware, like the infinity symbol here on his forehead. You're welcoming in more truths, and truths about yourself, basically truths about the universe. And like it says, rise above the darkness, the light is here. That's the same thing with this card here, that you might be in the darkness at this moment, but there is that light here that you are going to find. The light is already here. Rise above the darkness. And this is such an empowering card. I always love it when this one comes up, because to me it always has that message of you have the power to rise above your struggles, to rise above the darkness. You have the courage. It's kind of like the Magician card for me, with the Ascension. It's like you are able to rise above this and to move beyond this and to integrate a higher part of you. So it's already here. I love, love, love this card. So this is definitely an energy that you are going to find yourself in once you have your wish fulfilled. But because of, like I said, the message of this card is that it's already here. The light is here. It's also an energy that you can step into in this moment, or maybe you already find yourself in this moment. And I just looked at the timer and it said 33. So 3 is also about expansion. It's about building. It's about creating, working together with people. Maybe you have been seeing repeating 3s a lot, so that could be a confirmation for you. Yeah, 3 also reminds me of a little bit of alchemy. It's like, 1 + 1 = 3 is basically how I see it. So you add 2 components together, but instead of the end product being twice the size, it's 3 times the size. So yeah, that's also a message for you, pile number 2. You are able to move beyond your darkness and your struggles. For our last card, we have the Awakening with number 14 and the Golden Dragon. Wow, I love this card, the Awakening. I think that would describe this very well for you guys. You're having some kind of awakening, and again, they're mentioning how you are integrating a higher part of yourself. So that is kind of the kind of awakening that you're going through. You're awakening to a higher part of yourself, which is beautiful, and you're becoming more aware of what is happening around you. And because of that, it's very likely that certain things, certain people, certain belief systems are going to fall away because you fell out of vibration with them, right? You're no longer a vibrational match to them, to those things, and you're going to rise to higher heights. You're going to ascend to a different kind of level. And there are also these suns here, and of course the sun is the center of our galaxy, and you are growing into becoming that central sun into your life as well, and no longer giving power away to other people, especially when it comes to manifesting. You might, like, there's a possibility that in the past that you let other people manifest your life for you. You let other people decide what you are going to experience in your reality, and I can relate to that on a personal level, pile number 2, so I know how big of a transformation it can be and how much of a struggle it can be to take the power back into your own hands. But like I said before, that power and that strength is already here. And once you receive that wish of yours, once you receive your blessings, you're going to feel out of this world. You're going to feel so powerful, so amazing, so, well, I wouldn't, enlightened is not the right word, but you feel enlightened in some kind of way. Like, you feel that you are wiser as well. So with that last message, I'm going to end your reading, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this reading and you liked it as well. In case you did, feel free to leave a like, to comment, and to subscribe, so maybe we will see each other in the next video. Bye, guys! Hello there, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Before I get started, I'm first going to cleanse a little bit. If you want to skip ahead to the reading, then feel free to do so. But for those of you who want to see the cleansing on camera, you can watch along if you want to. Let's see. So see for pile number 3 what they are going to feel like once they get their wish, once they get their desire and their manifestation. Alright, let's get started. So pile number 3, you chose Sagittarius. You might be a Sagittarius, and that could be the reason why you why you selected this pile. Or maybe this is your wishes related to some person, to someone, and they could be a Sagittarius as well. I'm also picking up just fire energy in general, someone who is very focused, chasing after their goals. So this could be you, or it's you, how you're going to feel once you receive your wish. So let's get into the reading now. There might be some more messages coming through with that card later. Let's start with the tarot. With the green Adventurine, this wish could be related to money and to finances. Let's see, we have the Emperor card with number 4. So number 4 is also about stability. And I mean, the Emperor is also about that, of course. Aries energy. So in addition to Sagittarius, Aries could be a significant sign to you. That's again also a fire element. Although the Emperor also reminds me of the earth elements as well, simply because it represents also a very grounded kind of person, someone who's very confident about themselves and about their achievements and their success. This person likely also has a lot of success. So once you achieve your dream or your wish gets fulfilled, you will feel like you are on top of the world, like you have everything like figured out, everything happened perfectly, everything happened in your favor. You feel so confident about yourself and about your skills. If this wish is related to something that involves skills, maybe at some kind of job that you work, or maybe it's related to a hobby or a business, you're going to feel so great about that you achieved this success with your skills, and you're going to feel very confident about your skills. You're going to feel confident about your business skills as well, in case that's your story. Your business skills, your strategy, maybe you're working in a sales department. You just feel like you're the shit. You're on top of the world. You feel very accomplished. You feel very successful. There are also all these people here in the background. So that could mean that you have a lot of people who look up to you or who look up to what you have achieved. They are very proud of what you have achieved. They see your success, they find it inspiring, and they look up to you in that kind of way. What it could also mean is that your success is somehow related to people, or people are involved in it. So maybe you are wishing to get promoted, for example, and once you do, there are all these people around you. You work together with your colleagues, obviously, and they're like, wow, pal number 3 got promoted. So there are people involved in this situation as well. You might be helping people. You might be traveling to see someone, is also what I'm picking up here. Maybe you're helping people maybe you're some kind of life coach, right? And finally your hard work is paying off. You're receiving a lot of clients and you're helping people. You're feeling good about yourself. You're like, yes, I am the spiritual or psychic emperor or empress, and you're feeling very good about your skills and about what you have achieved. That is very strongly coming through. We also have the 3 of Inspiration, or the 3 of Wands. And we have the Muse of Voices. So that's basically, it's kind of like the King and the Queen of Wands combined. It represents the end of the journey of the swords. So I'm going to put it like this, so it fits in our reading. So with the 9 of Wands, first thing I'm picking up, and this could be your current energy or future energy, but there is some kind of destination that you have in mind. This could be a certain amount of success, but it could also be an actual physical place that you want to travel to. And I'm seeing in this card that something is going on that prevents you from getting there, from getting at your destination, whether it's some kind of success or a physical place. And this could be circumstances are not lining up. This could be because you start to doubt yourself, or you start to worry, or it could be that things are not working out simply because it's not meant for you. But I see that there is something that you wanted to achieve, or you want to achieve, and it's not working out the way that you want to. Maybe you started a business in selling some kind of product, but that business is not really booming. You don't have a lot of clients, a lot of customers. And so what you decide to do is to switch to selling some different kind of product. So maybe you started off, let's just take a very simple example, with selling beauty products, but there is not really a market for that. So instead you decide to change to sell swimwear, or maybe something that you create yourself, like maybe you start doing crochet or something like that, and you start selling those kind of things. So it could be this, for example, that you change your business strategy or whatever it is you sell. Another example could be that someone who is a musician and they are, for example, they're producing music in some kind of genre, but that is not really selling well, so they decide to switch genres, and after that they do get the success that they desire. So that success is then represented by the Emperor card, and that is also where the Muse of Voices comes in here. So it's like the Three of Wands makes it look like you wanted to take a step forward in this direction, but then suddenly the path collapsed and you couldn't continue anymore. But the truth is that it's not that the path suddenly collapsed, it's simply that the path was not leading there anyways. So it's not that suddenly you cannot move on, but it was you were supposed to take a turn here. You weren't supposed to go straight ahead, you were supposed to take a turn. And that is what the Muse of Voices here represents, that even though you felt like something was not working out, or you got rejected, or you failed at something, in truth it was none of that. And I personally also, I decide to not believe in failure. Failure is only the next step towards success, and that's the case for you as well. If something didn't work out, it's not because you failed or because you are a failure, it's simply because you were meant to move into a different direction. You were meant to do something else. And yes, you are on the right path, but you weren't heading in the right direction. But that is all changing, or it has changed. So this decides on you, of course, whether you resonate with this energy in this moment, or if it's like an energy of the past, or maybe it's still an energy of the future. But you are going to make the right decisions, you're going to make the right strategies, you're going to use the right strategies to receive the blessings that you were meant to have, because there is something much better and much bigger waiting for you at the end of the road. And what I'm also seeing is that this new direction that you are heading in is going to be less challenging for you. There are going to be less obstacles or less difficulties. Your journey towards your end goal, or towards your destination, towards your success, towards your wish, you're not going to be met with a lot of difficulties. It's going to go easily, it's going to go effortlessly. What else is there for pile number 3? Again, I am seeing money and success. That's a big thing in this reading. What else? For pile number 3, what would they feel once they get what they want? What will it be like once they get their wish fulfilled? Oh wow, there was a release of energy there. We have the Page of Wands over here. So this one also came out in pile number 3, and it has kind of a similar energy here as well. This card is asking you to tune into your intuition, because there's this cloud of knowledge here, and you're asked to reach out to that. Listen to what your intuition is saying. and you will find the right answers there, especially if you are in the energy of the Three of Wands at this moment. Take a step back and listen to your intuition. This woman here in the picture, she's also stretching, and it also reminds me of dancing. So it could help you to just move your body, to dance, or to do some stretching, exercise, or yoga to get the energy in your body flowing. Even if you only exercise or move for like 10 minutes a day, that's already getting your energy flowing. I personally really love to start a day with a short yoga exercise. It's just 10 minutes, and even those 10 minutes already make a big difference. So you could, if you're interested in that, you could try that out. But the main message here is to listen to your intuition. Maybe you have a cat. Your cat will help you to connect to your intuition and connect to the divine as well. So for those of you who have a cat, yeah, maybe you have another animal that you're very connected to that could do the same for you. But especially for those of you who have a cat, your cat is very wise, and you could actually communicate with your cat. You can actually talk with them. That's just an extra message in there. I actually I do have a pick a card with messages from your pets. So in case you resonate with that message from that you have a cat, maybe they would like to say something to you through that pick a card of mine. So if you're interested, feel free to check it out. It's called Messages of Your Pets, and it's quite a recent video of mine, so it will be easy to find in case you are interested. I'm just mentioning it, but you don't have to watch it, of course. But yeah, I think there is a lot of unlimited potential that you can still tap into. Like, there are a lot of ideas and thoughts and inspiration that you can tap into that you haven't tapped into yet. Maybe you need to just be aware that the answer to, or the way that your wish is going to come to you, might not be in the way that you expected or that you desire it in this moment. So stay open to receiving different kind of messages. If an idea pops up into your head, don't immediately dismiss it or say, well, that's not possible, that's not going to happen. Just consider it. Consider it, not limiting yourself, right? So don't limit yourself to what you have or what you don't have. Consider it, especially, if you're looking for a way forward to achieve what it is that you want, maybe you're looking in the wrong places. We also have the Hanged Man, or the Hanged Muse, as it's called in this card, in this deck. I'm feeling that this is kind of your current energy, that you feel like you're just hanging there. You're just hanging there and you're not really able to do anything. And I can personally relate to that kind of feeling, pile number 3. So I'm definitely not judging you in any kind of way. You feel like you're just hanging there and you don't know if you should move forward or backward, or if you should like go underground or whatever. And that is why the Page of Wands is here as well, to be open to receiving ideas that are not really like you, or that don't really sound like something that you would do. We have the Hanged Man here, which also talks about seeing things from a different perspective. So look at these ideas or possibilities that come to mind from a higher perspective, from a point of view that is detached from your current situation. Take a step back, maybe go into meditation and ask yourself about it, and I'm going to speak from my own experience right now, so maybe you don't agree with it, but I found that whenever we are very emotional about something, we feel very attached to it. It's difficult for us to make the right decision because we might be acting out of fear or out of ego-based thinking. And so to let like that's whatever is happening or that idea just sink in, and then look at it at a later time point when we've cooled down and when we feel detached, is probably going to help. I personally, last night I had some kind of nightmare, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I was quite scared because of that, and I knew that there was some kind of underlying message, but I was so scared at that moment and I was feeling so emotional that I could not really look at that dream and really analyze what it meant. So what I did is instead I calmed myself down, I went back to sleep, and this morning I analyzed that dream again now that I was detached and I wasn't scared anymore. So this is also something that you could try out in case you do find it difficult to decide what's best for me and is this an idea that I could actually pursue. And maybe there are going to be ideas that are not going to be it for you, but the thing is that in this moment, if you truly do not know which way to go, then the only way to find your way out of this situation is to look at all possibilities. Look at everything that you can do, and from there on out decide if it's something that you truly want to do, and don't feel rushed to make a decision. And if you need some more time to just hang in there and to look at your situation from this different perspective, from this higher perspective, then do that. Take your time. There's no rush here, because the beginning of this reading, and that's happened in pile number 1 and 2 as well. The beginning of this reading starts off with how you are feeling, like the pure feeling of that in that moment that you're going to receive your wish. So that wish is going to be fulfilled. So it's going to be alright. So there's no reason to rush into it or to rush to make a decision. So some of you might resonate with that message. Some of you don't, but that's alright. Let's have one last tarot card and then move on to the oracle cards. Pile number 3. See, the card we have over here is the 10 of Pentacles, and that's beautiful. This again is success, material success, wealth, abundance, related to career, related to family, or to a house, a home, a legacy. Since we're seeing a kind of rose tree bush here, could be related to things in nature as well. And again, there are all these people standing around here, just like we saw in the Emperor. So maybe this wish of yours is going to be a group effort. Maybe they're going to be people who are helping you, or in order to make this dream come true, you're going to have to look for people who can help you. Maybe you need to accomplish this in a team, or maybe you need to have advice from other people, or resources from other people, or connections, right? Another message that's coming through here is that once you have that wish, you will be able to provide for others as well. So maybe that's your family or friends. Maybe you are involved, or you're going to be involved with some kind of charity. You're going to give to people, or maybe you're doing some kind of service that's just helping the world and humanity at large, is helping to raise the vibration of humanity and of Earth. You could be doing something for the environment as well. And, you know, from these two cards here, I felt that you were a bit stressed out or a bit worried. But I'm telling you, pile number 3, that there's no use, like there's no reason for that. There's not a single reason why you should be worried. There's nothing coming up here that is predicting your failure or your doom. And like I said before, I don't actually believe that failure really exists. It's just the next step to success. It's the next step in the learning process and in the growth that we go through before we get to our desired outcome. And maybe it's not even the outcome that's really important here, but it's the journey, especially because we have the Muse of Voices here. Maybe it's not important what kind of decision you make or in what kind of direction you go. It's important that you choose it, right? That you choose it for yourself. That could also be the reason for the Hanged Muse here. Maybe you just really don't know in what direction to go, and you have zero idea at all of what you want to do. You do not even have the foundation of a plan to achieve what it is that you want. Maybe you have no idea what kind of career you want, or what kind of person you want to get together with, or what you want to do with your life. And the message here for you is that in the end, it does not matter what you choose, as long as you choose it, as long as you feel good about it. That's also why what the inspiration cards here are about. You act out of feeling inspired and feeling passionate and feeling good about doing something, right? About living your life in a certain way or making a certain choice. It's not about what you choose, it's about the fact that you choose it. And again, if you feel like you need some longer time in the energy of the Hanged Man here, feel free to do so. Because I'm seeing that the longer you cultivate yourself and you ask yourself, what is it that I want? The bigger the blessings are going to be. The bigger the roses, the bigger the fruit is going to be. Alright, so don't feel rushed. Don't feel like you need to accomplish something before a certain age or before a certain time. Or don't compare yourself to your peers. Don't listen to the expectations of like other people. Like, this is your life to live, right? It's yours to live. It's yours to decide. It's yours to choose. And whatever it is that you choose, you will be successful at it and you will feel accomplished as well. So let's move on to our oracle cards right now. We have meditate and contemplate with new moon in Pisces. So that kind of confirms what I was saying before. Take some time to think about what it is that you want, maybe in meditation. Contemplate in some kind of way. If meditation is not comfortable to you or it doesn't work for you, try to find something else that makes you feel connected to yourself. Me personally, I love singing. When I sing, I really connect to myself and I really have fun. So find something that you find fun to do, something that brings you joy, and use that to get closer to yourself and to find out what it is that you want or how you are going to do it. Because the answers are going to come once you connect with yourself. And again, through movement, you can also connect to yourself, right? So maybe you have a way of connecting to yourself, then you were encouraged to continue to do that and to continue to do that. And otherwise, feel free to think out of the box, right? Try anything that you like, because I know that meditation and yoga are very popular things to mention in pick-a cards or in spiritual videos. about self-love as well, like mindfulness and things like that. But it's not a one cure fits all, right? It's not that meditation is going to work for everyone. And I also like to do meditation, but honestly, there are other ways in which it's easier for me to connect to myself. So don't feel like you need to meditate, or you need to do yoga, or you need to burn incense in order to raise your vibration, or in order to connect to yourself, or in order to receive messages from your intuition, right? Try anything that works for you, and don't feel like you're confined to certain things that, again, that people expect, or that are part of the spiritual community or of the spiritual lifestyle or whatever. Find what works for you, pile number 3. Next up, we have Lord Shiva with Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe. And this is so beautiful. Like, every single word on this card. Rise up, honor your inner force. You're going to rise up by honoring who you are, and by deciding which steps you are going to take. Steps are being given. Like I said before, failure is not the end. Failure doesn't exist. Failure is the next step towards success. And this card also says dance with the universe. Again, something about dance, something about movement is really going to get your energy flowing. But what that sentence basically means in general, find something that makes you feel connected to yourself and to the universe. Whether that is dance, or meditation, or going out into nature, reading a book, working on a project, playing a video game, watching a movie, whatever it is, dance with the universe and have fun with it. That's beautiful. Let's have a look at your last oracle card. We have Follow the Signs with number 44. So let's see. It seems that also with the previous card that said steps are being given, it seems that there are indeed already steps there out for you. There are already signs who are pointing you in the right direction. Maybe you haven't noticed them. Maybe you're not ready to notice them. Maybe you have indeed noticed them and you are on your way to take action. But it looks like that the universe, your spirit guides or spirit, however you desire to label it, is already showing you the path. And again, we're having, there's some kind of fire here. So we had Sagittarius and Aries before as well, right? So there's something about fire. And fire is again about passion and about love as well. So follow what makes you feel passionate. Follow your passions. Follow what makes you feel alive and what makes you feel like the emperor. I feel called to mention this as well. Lately, I've been really, I've been into different manifestation methods and finding out what works the best for me and what is actually the simplest way and the easiest way to manifest. And one of the things I find very useful is to imagine like yourself already having what it is that you want, and then being like that, feeling like that, right? Feeling like you already are that person who has that success, that person who already has that job, who already has that relationship. Ask yourself, what would I do if I already had my wish fulfilled? And then start acting as if you have that already. That is something that works for me. Maybe it works for you. You could try it out. It's just something that I felt called to mention here as well. But again, try to find out what works for you. But since that came up in my mind, I wanted to share that. So imagine you having your success already. How would I feel like? What would I do? And then start doing that, and don't get like stressed about it if it doesn't work out immediately, or if it doesn't work out exactly how you want. Just take it step by step, but that might be something that could help you, that could be beneficial to you, you know. And we also have the numbers 44, so that's a double number, like a master number. So you're definitely on your way to success, pile number 3. Don't worry too much about it. So as a last thing, I'm going to pull some more words, some more messages. So these could be related to your wish or related to how you're going to feel once your wish gets fulfilled. So I'm just going to pull a couple of them and see what they say. And these two. First of all, we have lover. So for some of you guys, it might be related to a lover or related to love. I also noticed that Sagittarius is also written in pink. So maybe this lover of yours is a Sagittarius. We have forgiveness. Forgiveness, I mainly feel like that is related to yourself. Forgive yourself. All right. Career. So for some of you, it's related to career or both, love and career. We have obsessed. I don't think you can read it, but it says obsessed. So let's see. With this card, first of all, the message here is to not be obsessed about your wish coming true and about the outcome of this, because there is no reason for that. It's going to come to you and you don't have to worry about it. Second of all, because this lands on top of the Emperor card, once you achieve your success, once you will receive your wish, there's something about, I think you will be so confident about yourself. You will feel very confident about yourself, and you will be like, I am amazing. I accomplished all of this. I'm so proud of myself. So it's like the love that you give yourself and like the positive, like the compliments you give yourself is kind of obsessive, but it's not in a bad way. It's just that you're very much aware, like you're very much giving yourself those compliments. You're very much busy with making sure that you feel good and to give yourself a pat on the shoulder and to tell yourself, yes, pile number 3, you are beautiful, you're amazing, I'm so proud of you. Another message that this could carry is that, because we were talking about other people before, maybe if you are in some kind of spotlight or the center of attention, there are going to be people who are going to be obsessed or rather like interested in you and in your story. We also have communicate. Maybe you have some kind of career, or you're going to have a career in communication. And we have romantic. So it seems like there are at least 2 groups here. One group who is interested in love, one who is interested in career. Maybe some of you are interested in both. Feel free to claim whatever message you want to claim. And I hope that even though there are these 2 groups here, I still explained well enough for you guys that it fits, you know, that's general enough that it fits everyone's situation. So that was the reading for you guys, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope you liked it as well. In case you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe we will see each other in the next video. Bye guys! Hello there, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You chose these cards with the Angel Aura Quartz and the word confident. So the moment I saw this card, I was reminded by Demi Lovato's song Confident. What's wrong with being, what's wrong with being, what's wrong with being confident? So indeed, what is wrong with being confident? That's really the embodiment of your energy right now, actually. I'm feeling that you're confident about receiving this wish of yours or achieving that dream already. Yeah, you feel quite confident that you're going to receive it, or that you are going to feel confident once you receive it. Let's see, how is pile number 4 going to feel or going to think once they receive their wish, once they receive their desire, or once their manifestation comes true? What is there? What that pile number 4 will feel? Let's see, we have the Two of Voices, so the Two of Swords. This card, this is about the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. I know that that's not really the traditional meaning of the Two of Swords, but this card is giving me the vibes that you are released from something. It's almost as if there was like an energetic cord between you and this thing that we're talking about, or some kind of contract, and you know, that cord was separated, the contract was ripped up and nullified, and it's like now you're released from that. And it's something from your past. That I know for sure. It's something from your past, or someone from your past, or even the influence your past has on you. It's something like that. You severed your ties with the past, and now you're moving on to something different. Here in the doorway, in here, this part of the card, you see that there is some kind of firework going on there, and there's this figure walking towards it. So once you have achieved your wish, you're going to feel like you're released of some kind of burden. You're released of your past. Maybe your wish is actually related to that you desire to move on from something or from someone. And that is definitely going to happen. You will feel like a weight has been lifted on off your shoulders. You're no longer dragging something with you. And that is very much the energy of the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is about dragging something that it's weighing you down, or it's slowing you down, and it's some kind of burden that keeps you from achieving your highest potential, or keeps you from really reaching the highest potential of yours. And you are shedding that burden of the Ten of Wands. And the moment that you have received your wish, you're going to feel that. So it's like a relief, like a weight lifted off of your shoulders. Maybe it's some kind of responsibility that is gone, and something you no longer have to take care of, something you no longer have to worry about. Maybe it's related to some way of thinking. Maybe you are quitting your job and looking for something new. So whatever it is, it's going to bring you a lot of freedom and relief. And you're moving on. It really feels like a cycle has ended, and now you can start with a clean slate. You can start with something new, something that is not the repetition of the past or a past cycle, So it's also highly likely that you're actually resolving some kind of karma about yourself, or like with someone else. You're resolving karma, and because you resolve that and because you learned the lesson that you needed to learn, you no longer have to experience that again, because again, you moved on from it, you learned it. So that could be for some of you as well, karma related to some kind of person, or related to some kind of behavior within yourself or way of thinking. So fit it to your situation. Only take what resonates. Let's see what else for pile number 4. How will they feel once their wish gets fulfilled? I'm hearing the message that this is how you're going to feel before you receive your wish. Because the next cards we have is a Muse of Inspiration. So in case you're not familiar with this deck, the Muse of Inspiration comes at the end of the inspiration card, so of the Journey of the Wands. So it's the end of the journey, kind of the king and the queen combined, the fulfillment, the ending. So like I said, this energy of the Two of Swords, this release, is going to come right before your wish is going to come true. And the next card is the Sun card. So that's again confirming that it's almost as if you're passing through a doorway and then you're going to end up in the Sun card. So in that fulfillment, feeling happy, feeling like you are where you belong and you're doing what you're supposed to do. So this release of karmic cycle is going to happen first, which is the end of this journey. Again, here we're seeing someone who is about to walk through some kind of doorway onto the next phase. So the Muse of Inspiration is representing that moment that you receive your wish, and then you are going to find yourself in the energy of the Sun card. So wish fulfilled, feeling happy. This person here is meditating, so you're feeling peaceful and calm where you are at that moment, and you will feel like you belong there. This could be related to a home, because I felt called to use the words like you feel like you belong, and that just reminds me of a home and of a house. So it could be related to somewhere you want to live or someone you want to live with, but it could also be related to some kind of success in your career, success in a business, success in relationships, also emotional fulfillment. So success that you feel within you, like you feel like you're an accomplished person, that you are a balanced person and a fulfilled person. So that's very interesting that we kind of have this timeline over here. And a little bit more about this card over here. Once you're going to receive your wish, the way I'm picking this up is that for most of you, like I said, it's more like a doorway. So maybe it's not that you're going to receive something materialistic, like something that you can have or that you can own, but maybe it's just some kind of vibration or an epiphany that you get. It's like, it's basically the initiation phase to that part, that chapter of your life that's going to be in the vibe, the energy of the Sun card. So this more feels like an initiation and passing through the doorway and passing on to the next chapter of your life. So I mean, for some of you it could mean that you like receive a job offer or an offer from a significant other or anything that you want, you know, could definitely be it. But I'm saying that that does not have to be. It could just be like you getting some kind of permission to move on to that next chapter of your life, where you can receive all the blessings that you desire. The way that I'm seeing it, like the image that I'm receiving in my mind, is that you're coming from this landscape where all the plants are dead or dying, so there isn't anything blooming there, there's no green, and now you're standing in front of these huge metal doors that look very intimidating. You don't know what's on the other side, and then those doors open and you find yourself in a paradise full with greenery, with plants, flowers, trees, water, birds, animals, sunshine. So it's like you're moving into a paradise where there's an unlimited or like an overflowing amount of food. You don't have to worry about your survival, like about you surviving. There is enough to go around for everyone, and you're being showered in blessings, in material blessings, but also blessings in the company that you will keep, the friendships that you will have, the relationships that you will have, and such. What else is there for pile number 4? About when they are, what are they going to feel once they receive their blessing? We have the Tower card, and actually it came out like this. So it's as if this person is hanging upside down, so that's kind of funny. The Tower card, with this Tower card, especially on the Two of Swords, it's again that imagery of you letting go of something, you leaving something behind. And the image that I'm seeing here in this card, that before this person, I think, well, it does not matter if it's a man or a woman or girl, of course, but this person was encased in stone. You could not see that there even was a person in there, but then something happened, like all this lightning struck, and all those stones fell apart and revealed this person. So that's what it feels like, that's happening to you too, that you were encased in stone and that you're breaking free now. It's like now you're a polished person. And the way that I mean that is that, like when you're sculpting, you also start with stone or with marble. I'm not really an expert on sculpting, but you start with some kind of material, with some kind of stone that you want to shape in some kind of form. So you're perfecting it, you're polishing it, and that is what is happening to you as well. You are taking off all the rough edges, the things that don't serve you, the things that are weighing you down, like I mentioned before, which is then going to reveal a version of you that is the most like true version to who you really are, the truest version of yourself that you have ever been. And that's what I mean with polished. So I don't mean with polished that you're always very nice and very friendly to people and you always look perfect. That's not what I meant with that, but more that you have figured out in the way that you want to shape yourself and what your true shape is in that way, you know? That's what this Tower card is reminding me of, and the way that that is going to happen might be through uncomfortable things, through things you have to heal. For most of you, this is probably an energy, like something that has been going on over the course of years. It's not just something that happens in a couple of months or a couple of weeks. This really has been a process of years, you polishing yourself, you figuring out who you are, You might have had multiple moments of struggle, of figuring out who you are. And there's then this here there's this moment who is representing you finalizing that, and indeed removing all of that stone, removing all those burdens and responsibilities that you don't need and that don't serve you, and you cut that off and then you move on to that doorway. So I hope that was understandable. It was, you know, big metaphor here, but I hope I still made myself clear. Let's have the next card for pile number 4. Let's see, we have 3 cards actually. So I'm going to take them in the order they came out. We have the Ace of Voices, so that represents a moment of clarity, a moment of truth. Again, I feel that's still related to the Two of Swords as well, that there's some kind of truth being downloaded, or you're receiving something, some kind of wisdom, some epiphany that's going to make you see clear. And that is probably going to be the cause of, you know, this lightning that's striking. We also have the Muse of Emotions. So we have the Muse of Inspiration and the Muse of Emotions. So this one represents the end of the journey of the cups. So emotional fulfillment is something that is related to this. And I'm also going to show the next card immediately, which is the Nine of Wands. So that's again at the end of the journey, especially in this deck. This card reminds me of that. It's the end phase. It's the final phase, the end of the journey. And you're going to be passing through some kind of doorway, like I said before. I know this all sounds very vague, very metaphorical, but this is how it's coming through, so I apologize if it's not very clear. I'm going to try my best to explain it. But on the other side of this doorway, like I said before, you're going to find some kind of paradise that also has you emotionally fulfilled. So for you, I feel like you're closing off 2 cycles. It's like I've used this metaphor before, but maybe you're familiar with the Sims games, and in the Sims you can create Sims and they have skills, and you can max out those skills to level 10. So for example, you have the athletic skill or like the writing skill, and it seems like you have maxed out your emotion skill, so the skill of you being emotionally balanced, being tuned into your emotions, letting your emotions flow, so whenever you want to cry, you cry, and caring for yourself as well. Self-love, love for others, unconditional love. You have maxed that out, and it's kind of the same for the Muse of Inspiration. So with this maxed out skill, I feel like you are walking a path that inspires you in some kind of way, and that makes you feel alive and makes you feel confident, like you're confident that you made that choice. Especially once you're walking through that doorway, you are confident you made the right choice. So there are kind of 2 cycles, it seems like, that you're closing up here and moving into a new chapter of your life, where you're going to feel emotionally fulfilled, and also in some way you're going to feel very inspired to do something, or you're going to receive a lot of inspiration, a lot of opportunities in which you can express yourself and use your creativity. So that could be related to your job, or to a project as well, to a hobby, or something that you feel passionate about, or just like expressing yourself in the way that you are and feeling free in expressing yourself and living in the way that you desire to. So let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, I feel you're coming into yourself. You, like, this is the Nine of Wands, right? So you already are an accomplished person. You already are very capable of expressing yourself, and also with your words is something that I'm hearing. You know how to express yourself in words as well. You can express yourself to other people, and the next step is obviously going to be the 10 of inspiration. So yes, you are already an accomplished person, but you're going to even take an extra step and really fulfill yourself and really feel great about yourself and what you have accomplished. Especially your accomplishments, you're going to feel good about them. Everything that you did, everything that you accomplished. Let's now have a look at your oracle cards. We first up have, what do you need to release with waning moon? Yep, I was talking about that before. You're going to release something, and maybe this is a question that you need to ask yourself right now, or maybe you've been asking yourself that question. Maybe something is like bugging you or is kind of nagging you, like some kind of feeling that you have. So like I said, maybe this is a question that you need to ask yourself. What is bugging me? Why am I feeling triggered? Why am I feeling over emotional? Why am I reacting in this kind of way? Why do I not feel like myself? And whatever answer, whatever is the answer to those questions, has probably something to do with you transforming and you needing to release something. Before I was talking about karma, maybe you're releasing karma, but sometimes the only thing we need to release is the resistance to change, or the resistance to transformation, or even the resistance to release, right? Maybe we need to release the resistance to releasing and to moving on. Yep, that was a very specific, powerful message. Yeah. That was straightforward. Okay, next card. We have Lady Venus with downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So you're receiving downloads, insights, ideas, and truths. And with this card, I'm going to be honest about this. Some of you might have some resistance to seeing the truth, to seeing reality for the way that it is. This could be related to anything, but there's something about, there's someone ignoring the truths that are being exposed to them. Some insights, some downloads are being ignored. Maybe some of you don't want to see the truth, or are not ready to see the truth. That could be related to this card here as well. What do you need to release? What do you need to move on from? Maybe there's something you do not want to move on from yet. I am not judging you in any way, pile number 4. I obviously also don't know your current situation, so I'm going to keep this general as well. This message just came up here to make you aware that maybe for some of you there is some truth you are ignoring. There is something that you're not ready to address yet, or well, you're ready to address it obviously, otherwise this message would not come up, but maybe you feel like you're not ready and you need to ask yourself why is that exactly? So that is just coming up here. Again, I'm not judging. I've been in those situations myself as well, so I can relate to your situation in case you resonate with this as well. But know that these downloads that you're receiving, they come with pure intentions. If they come from light beings or from your higher self, it's only for your highest good, and the universe or your spirit guides or your higher self would never do anything that would really harm you. It might make you uncomfortable, yes, I also know that from personal experience, but you will never be put in a situation that you cannot deal with, or that you can't handle, you can't recover from, or you can't solve, right? And maybe the real truth here is that you are already enough, you are already good enough, you are already accomplished, you are already deserving of feeling confident and feeling accomplished and feeling like you are amazing and that you are deserving of what it is that you want. Maybe that is the truth that is being exposed here. And if that's the case, ask yourself then, why do you believe that the opposite is true? Why do you believe that you might not be enough or might not be amazing? Because all these cards here are also telling you that you are. Like I said, you're closing off 2 cycles. That's amazing. That's really some incredible work you have done. And you're moving into the energy of the sun, of the paradise. So why would there be a reason to not allow you to want this and to have this, right? So that might be some food for thought for some of you guys. Again, only take what resonates. Feel free to claim any messages, and if you don't want to claim it, if it don't resonate with you, just let it go. For the last card, we have Rare Knowledge with number 6. Rare Knowledge, yep. That's kind of the same energy as this one. You're receiving some specific downloads, again, which are not meant to harm you, but they're meant to help you. So look into that. Even if you do not resonate with the fact that you might be, you might have some resistance to certain things or to hearing the truth, listen to or try to see if there are any messages you're receiving, any downloads you're receiving in your dreams, when you're meditating, even when you're just zoning out. Because like I said, there's some knowledge that you're downloading and you might not even be aware of it. So just trust in the process. Pile number 4. So before I end this reading, I'm going to pull a couple more of these cards. So these cards or these words could be related to what it is you're wishing for, or what it is you're manifesting, or it's going to, again, tell us about how you're going to feel once you receive that. Let's pull a couple for you. I want to get one more. Oh, these are 2. Anyway, let's have a look. We have communicate. So again, communication, truth. It's important to be honest, like to truly feel what it is that you feel, right? Communicate with yourself. Tune into your inner wisdom. Tune into your intuition. And trust in yourself. Trust in your inner knowledge. We have kind. So you're definitely a kind person. For some of you, you might be learning how to be kinder to yourself or to other people. or to be more understanding of yourself or other people. We have Gemini. So you could be a Gemini, someone who is involved in the situation or who is like related to your wish might be a Gemini. We have nature lover. So you could be a nature lover. If that's the case, this card is asking you to not hesitate to spend time in nature, to spend time with water or with animals as well. We have Sagittarius, so same message as with Gemini. You could be Sagittarius. Sagittarius could be important, like a significant person for you, or Sagittarius and Gemini season are going to be important times for you. We have toxic. So this could be related to any karma you're releasing, any lessons you're learning. Don't worry about this card, because no matter what this is about, the message here is that you're releasing it, you're clearing it, you're like clearing out toxic or like unhealthy things or behaviors or people. So don't worry about it. It's more like a cleansing kind of energy here. And we have dog lover. So we have nature lover, dog lover. Again, I mentioned animals before. Maybe your wish is related to animals or to dogs as well. So I hope I informed you guys enough. I hope this was an enjoyable and pleasant reading for you still. So I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I really loved your energy, pile number 4. I really loved tapping into your energy. Let me know if you enjoyed this reading and if you liked it as well. So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe we will see each other in the next video. Bye guys!